All right, so you and I met through the internet, and I actually don't really know much about you. So why don't you just start out by telling me your name and like who you are and what you do out in the world?
No, wonderful. Well, my name is D.Santos. I'm from Brazil, from a city. It's about like 3 hours away from São Paulo city called Ribeirão Preto,
Hmm.
which is in English is Black River,
Hmm.
and yeah, or Black Creek actually. And then I came to Minnesota back in 2020 just to do some like work and studies. I was an au pair. If you don't know what it is, it's just like a foreign come to America and then they live with the host family while
Okay.
taking care of their kids. And then you live with the host family too.
Oh, cool.
So doing that program, I moved to New York and then spent 1 year, then moved to Portland, Oregon. I spent 5 months there. Things didn't work out, so we went through a rematch. And then I found a family in St. Louis Park, Minnesota back in 2020. That's when I arrived, April 10th, 2020.
Nice. And how old were you then when you went through this experience?
So that was back in 2017, 2018. So I would say 22, 23 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I've been doing just taking care of kids since 2011. Back at home, I also like took care of kids.
Really?
And then here, I started like doing the program. After my program, I did like nanny here, babysitting here and there, until I got like I could like be able to work. So I went and got like a job as a preschool teacher. That's what I do nowadays.
Preschool?
Yeah,
Is
preschool
that
teacher.
right?
Mhm.
Nice. Nice. So you used to love being around kids,
I do.
teaching kids. I
Yeah,
love it.
just to make like them. I don't know, just like helping them and inspiring them, like to pursue their best selves and
Mhm.
just be the best they can.
Yeah, preschool kids are just so goofy and innocent. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Yeah, they are. It's like they pay you just to laugh and have fun with the kids. Why not? So let's do it.
Well, it
Yeah.
takes a special kind of person, though. My wife is very much like a kid person.
Mhm.
Like preschool, she could really get down on their level and communicate. I have a difficult time at that age, but maybe toddler level, I'm like really good with. And
I see.
yeah,
Yeah, I think like I'm the opposite because I love babies. I started as a an infant baby, infant teacher, and
you
then
started as an infant baby too. Me
yes,
too.
that is cool. I think everyone does, right? But yeah, and then yeah, after that they decided to have me in preschool, like in the preschool classroom. I think like the other teachers and I clicked, just like working together so well
Nice.
that like the directors liked it, and we just kept going. And then in between, like in the meantime, just also doing some music as well, just trying to share the message out there too.
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to get onto the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause that's definitely why you're here. But it's interesting that you talk about the teaching. So I was an adjunct professor at a university when I lived in the Middle East for a little while as well. And I always found it so daunting and challenging to come up with all the curriculum and all the material. I didn't realize when I said yes
Mm-hmm.
how much work I was saying yes to. I mean, is it the same at the preschool level or is it a little bit simpler because they're
Yeah, it's like simpler because all they ask us is just like to create like a lesson planning based on having fun, just like a play time,
okay?
like just like playing roles. And I was like, okay, so let's do it. So instead of like, for example, my partner, they are a high school teacher, right?
Oh,
Like ESL. And then so like their lesson planning sometimes is like more difficult because we got to do like some math, some stuff like that. In
right.
the meantime, for preschool, all you got to do is come up with
Just have
something
a
like
great time.
interactive. Exactly, just having fun teaching. Like, oh, today we're gonna learn about the letter F. Whose name starts with the F in the classroom? And then people say, oh, my name starts. And then just like starting learning like that, just like learning by having fun.
It's cool.
You know.
All right. So
Mhm.
do you speak Spanish or Portuguese?
Portuguese, but I also
Portuguese.
speak Spanish.
You
Yeah.
also speak Spanish. Do you
Mhm.
teach in either of those languages, or do you teach in
No,
English?
just English.
Teach in English?
Yes,
Cool. Nice,
just
man.
English.
Awesome. Well, let's get into the music because that's really why you're here. So tell me what you do musically.
So musically, I do hip hop. I do songwriting. I also produce all my music as well. I think like I consider my music being like a conscious like rap. So it's more like about telling people, sharing stories that happened to me,
Mm-hmm.
but in a like in a way that people be like, hey, that might be something that I could also do.
Maybe.
Because I remember going like through a really dark time in my life back in 2021, 2022. Um, songs like artists like Tupac, Mac Miller. You know, I don't know. Every time I listen to their songs, I heard like something talking to me, like,
Hmm.
"Hey, you can also do it. You know, like you are capable. Why not?" And then I started like writing some raps in English, but I don't know. I just don't feel like my English is good enough for rapping. You know, so I decided to, go back to Portuguese. I was like, why
Okay.
not? And then I don't know, just like things started like working out, songs started like coming out as well, and yeah, and then just like bringing the '90s boom bap back to 2026. That's my goal.
Nice. All right. Who's your audience? Do you have like a group of people that come to your shows and stuff like that?
So usually it's like I see Latino, I see like Brazilian sometimes. It's the first time I saw somebody from like a different nationality, he was a friend of mine from Colombia. He just popped up and then that's how we met. And after that, I remember just like seeing Brazilians in the audience, like when I played at the Greenway Glow, some other like nationalities, but like mostly Latino and Americans as well.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
So, so you got two different stories going on here, which I find really fascinating, right? Obviously, you love kids and you have your entire life and you've been around taking care of kids. Um, and obviously the music is a piece of it, but like, how did those two things come together? And then like, how did you decide to get on an airplane and travel outside the country and do these things that you're doing?
That's a really good question. I think like the connection between music and kids, it's because I want to like make music available to everyone. I So let's talk about politics. Let's talk about politics, but in a way that I don't know, I just don't like swearing on my music. So I want to like make available also like for the kids, because I kind of feel like I have a message right there. So if the kids they are able to listen to it, you know, I think this is like something that I really want to achieve as a goal. And at work, for example, I don't know, just like being around kids, I feel like a kid myself as well. Just like my kid, like my old self, like I don't know, 4 years old, just come up, and then shows up, and then we start like playing and having fun. And that's something that I like because bringing the '90s boom bap is like going back to a time where we were happy, but we kind of like didn't know what happiness was, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it
So just
does.
like being with kids kind of take me back all the way to my childhood. I was like, oh, always wanted to do this. So let's go and do it with the kids. For example, it's no ball, it's no fight. In the winter, when we had the kids outside to play with the snow, we did a snow fight. It was really cool. Me being from Brazil, my hometown, the coldest we always like we ever had, it was something around 70 Fahrenheit.
What? The
The
coldest?
coldest.
Wow.
The coldest. My
Wow.
hometown
So you
usually
never
is like,
even saw snow maybe until you came to the
no,
US.
yeah, that was the first time it was in New York.
Wow.
So I always wanted to do that, like build a snowman, a snow angel, just like by watching American movies, being a kid. I was like, wow, one day I will be there. I will be doing that. And nowadays I'm 30, I'm preschool teacher. Let's do it. Why not? I
That's
still have the
nice.
kid alive like in my like myself.
That's
Like
nice.
why not? So let's go and have fun. And I think like the combination between being a preschool and a rapper, it's also breaking the paradigm. Is that
Yeah, paradigm.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, just because like sometimes people be like, oh, rapper, oh they cannot do this, or like a man cannot take care of kids,
Yeah.
And I think like 2026 is the time that we have to break that. We have to stop with that. I think we have to be more open-minded, and I think that's what can make us like move along and move on.
So when did rap music become a part of your life?
Ooh, since I consider myself as a human being, if that makes
Really?
sense. Yeah, I don't know. Because like growing up, I always listened to rap music, like
And why? Like, where did it come from? Who were your influences? Was it your friends, your parents, your older siblings?
I think it's more about I don't know, just like the beat. I think
Okay.
if it has like a
always captured
beautiful
you, huh?
melody, I
Okay.
think that's it. I think that's where my listening like catches on, and like because I kind of feel like I'm like really creative,
Mm-hmm.
and having that sound, that beat, that kind of like goes through my subconscious and start like make me feel like, damn, this is like so cool, you know. I
Mm.
kind of feel like inspired, and I feel like maybe, I don't know, I definitely have like some background in Brazil. We have like a group called Racionais MCs. We have S&J, which is Somos Nós a Justiça. In English, we are the justice. They have a song that I really love called Pensamentos, which in English is thoughts.
Hmm.
And it's like one of the songs that I try my best to every performance before I get up on stage. I just try to listen for at least like a 2 minutes, like 3 minutes of the
Hmm.
song, just like to get in that mode, you know, just get like, aye, let's go, let's do it. It's my time. It's my turn to blast the mic. And that's my time to share the message and just connect with people through, you know, I don't know, beyond the language, because people don't understand what I sing. But that's the reason why my partner came up with the idea of having live translated lyrics. And then I've been doing that. So every show I go, I have the set ready, and I also have the translated lyrics ready for those who enjoy like just following along or knowing what I'm like talking or rapping about.
That's pretty cool. So it's like rap with subtitles, huh?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
really neat. That's a great idea.
And then my first music video called Ombro Amigo, one of my songs, it has like the translated lyrics too as well. So if people
Nice.
wanted to know, just go over there and listen to it, read, and that's it.
Yeah, because I mean, it's music. Music often has two pieces to it, right? It's got that beat and that
Mhm.
rhythm and the melody, but it's also got the story.
Yeah,
And it's really, no, it's really nice because if people could feel it and also follow along the story,
yeah.
that's
It's like
amazing.
easier to like get connected.
Exactly.
And then that's how I try like to build like my crowd as well.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't think like people go like to a concert and be like, let's go over there and see some subtitles. You know, I don't think people go be like, but I
It's
also
a new thing, yeah.
right, exactly, and then
But
be
that's
like
pretty
listening
cool.
to some like different other like than English. You know, I'm not special. I'm not saying that, but it's like, I don't know, just like rapping in a different language. That's, I kind of feel like what people feel when they watch me perform is what I felt when I, you know, grew up listening to Tupac, Snoop Dogg, you know, Dr. Dre, just like old school hip hop, like American hip hop.
Yeah.
So DMX. So I kind of feel like for me, it's awesome to be in that position to rap, to try to share a message
Mm.
while the people don't understand, but vibe, because there's like a vibe over there. It's
Mm.
not all about the story or the beat. I think it's like the atmosphere
Mm.
in just like in one thing,
Mm.
if that makes sense.
It does, yeah. And so I want to go back again to like the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Was that vibe alive in your neighborhood? Were you like inspired to kind of get into this kind of music because everybody was really into it? Or tell me about that.
So, Ribeirão Preto. So growing up there, it was amazing because in Brazil we have different like genres. We have rap, we have axé, we have samba, pagode. So it's all like these other genres that people kind of feel like more connected to. But rap music too is also like well played over there.
Sure.
So I would say like my neighbor would be like listening to pagode, which is more popular. And in the meantime, I would be listening to rap.
Okay.
Two neighbors down the street would be listening to axé or funk music as well. So it's like kind of you had everything because everyone were just like vibing on like their on like waves.
That's
So
pretty
it was
cool.
like just having hip hop, rap, you know, pagode and other genres as well. And it's kind of funny because I kind of feel music started back when I was 12, 13, when I started like just forming a band, and I was a bass player, but the other members, we were not on the same page, so things of course didn't work out. But ever since I started like writing music, you know, but besides writing music, I also like I've written, I don't know, lots of like poems. So I think maybe I started like with poetry, and then I just go like jump the wall and go like, all right, let's do some music, let's have fun. And but rap like writing rap, it was back in 2021, 2022, when I was going like through like some mental health, like, you know, uh, times. But after that, I think like music really helped me to get back on my feet as well. And also, yeah, just my spiritual journey as well. So I think
Nice.
like music, because my music is also talks about spirituality, mental health, resilience, just those good stuff
Yeah.
to help people.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, music is such a healing potion for so many of us.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So you said you play bass. You also play. You said also earlier that you produce your own music as well as perform it. So do you play any other instruments? Keys, guitar?
I play mostly percussions,
Okay.
but I play bass. I play a little bit of guitar. I play ukulele. What else? Like harmonica, maybe just the the wedding song. That's it. Nothing else. But and then like the shaker, some percussion. Yeah, I would
Cool.
say so.
So when you're producing your music, like what sort of tools are you using?
So right now I'm just like getting all the license for my beats on beatstar.com, which
Okay.
is like really cool.
Yeah.
But producing, I use FL Studio, and then I have like my home studio as well. So
Yeah.
I just go and record like whenever I kind of feel like it, and then
Nice.
just like go working on the song. And I kind of feel like it's healing as well, because after the day of at work, I'll be like, you know what, let's just chill. But I love taking baths, like, but we do not have a bathtub. How am I supposed to chill? Let's go to the studio. Let's do some music. And then I'd be just like chilling over there, and I'll be like, this is kind of cool because I always find something to look forward. So like every morning when I get up, just go to the studio and start writing, just vibing, just writing before work.
You got to get
Yeah.
a sign and nickname your studio the bathtub.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I will actually do it. And then yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, just like hot bath. Whew, just 3 hours for me. It's
Is that
not
right?
enough. Oh yeah, my fiance can tell you. But
I think you'd
Yeah.
be pruned up like a prune at that point, right?
I,
Your
I
skin all pruned up and
oh yeah. It's kind of like, just I don't know, kind of feel like, oh, this is not me. What is going on with my skin? The first time that happened, I went crazy. I was like, nah, this is not normal. But after that, I was like, you know what? Maybe it was too much time, like too long in the water. I
yeah,
just
3 hours
have to.
is a long time.
Right, it is. And I was like, okay, maybe less than. But yeah, doing like music in the studio, I think is like healing. Um, yeah, and that's what I look for every single day.
So give me a week in your lifetime. Like how much you playing music, how often you're playing out. Just kind of like obviously I know teaching preschool kids most of the time, right? That
Mhm.
takes up 8 hours of the day, if you will. But
Yeah.
then what do your weekends look like? Performances, that sort of thing. Just give me your life.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. I love it. So like I started like the week just waking up early, and then I just go to the studio, just vibe, and then go
So
to
you're just
work.
doing the studio before work.
Oh yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah, because
Really?
I've been
What
like,
time are you waking up in the morning?
so I've been trying to do better 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning
Just
every
to get
single
some
day.
studio time, get some
Oh yeah.
bathtub time in.
Exactly, because I love just like be in a. I used to be the one person who just like would wake up, get ready, go to work.
Mm.
But I kind of feel like that one was my health was kind of like feeling, I was feeling sick all the time. I was like, nah, I need to do something different.
Mm.
So I started waking up early, having dinner early, because Brazilians though, we have dinner so late, according to my American fiance. But
Like what time are we talking about?
like 10:30, 11 p.m.
Okay, yeah, that is
So
a little late. Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
mean,
almost the next day already. So
yeah,
it's
like
almost breakfast at that point.
yeah, exactly. But like for example, my schedule back home, I would go like to work, because I used to have like two jobs, and then college, and then 4 buses back home. I would
Mm.
get home like around like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I would go to bed around like 2:30,
Mm.
and then get up at like 4:30 in the morning, just like because I needed like the public transportation.
Mm.
So if you do not have a car there, that's it. That you
Mm.
gotta just follow what the government tells you to do,
Sure.
and then just like grinding, wake up. But right now, it is studio time for 2 hours, and then 6:30, get ready, 7, bounce, work, 7:30, from 7:30 to 4:30, get done, go home. If I do not have anything coming up, I just go to the studio, chill, making music, listening to beats. That's what I like. And then take my puppy for a walk, chill with my partner, cook something. I love cooking too. And then I do. I kind of feel like I've learned a lot in the past few years, and I kind of feel like I'm a better cook than I used to be before. Because in Brazil, it was just make some eggs, make some. That's it. Actually, there was eggs and rice. That was all. That was all. And then here now I make like beans. We have like this dish called feijoada in Brazil, which is black beans with pork, and then has like bacon. It's so good. One day I will make it for you.
That sounds all right. Yeah.
And then, yeah, I would just go after work, just chill at home, play some video game. The next day, same thing. 4 in the morning up, just listening to maybe the same beats and just try to write something. And I always try to write at least like one verse in like 2 hours, every like 2 hours. So like, let's say I woke up this morning, I wrote a verse, cool. Tomorrow, I will try to go and keep going on that project. When I come back from work, I don't feel like I have the vibe, because I feel like each project, it has like its unique stuff. So if I started doing in the middle, like early morning, for example, 4 in the morning, I'm not gonna try to go back with my energy, with the vibe from all day long after work, catching people's energy, and put it on the song. So I will just keep it right there. Probably what I'm gonna do is just go and just practicing what I have so far. But writing just the next day when I'm like clean,
like that quiet early space.
Exactly. That's what I've been doing for this new project coming out probably next month in April.
So 4 in the morning, you a coffee drinker?
I am not.
Tea drinker?
I am not.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you just wake up at 4 o'clock like some crazy person, huh?
Yeah, and then just like always try to have like drink at least 1 cup of water every single day before I have like anything like a cup of milk or like eat something. And I always try like to respect the 12 hours from my last meal to my next meal. Man,
is that right?
Yeah.
And fasting every day too, huh?
I mean, I've been trying to do better because like before, holy moly, my routine before, no good. Coke. I used to drink Coke. I don't know, like how many cans, baby? Like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10 cans a day.
Wow.
Just like one after the other. No water, nothing.
Probably
Just
lost a lot of weight after that.
I've gained a lot.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I've gained a lot of weight. My partner disagrees, but that's all right. But the best part too, I stopped drinking Coke for over 200 days. So I've been Coke free for so Coca-Cola free.
Yeah.
What about
right. We got it.
200 days. And I'm so happy for that, because I don't feel like, I need like, let's go and drink some. No, I don't have the desire, the wish, nothing.
That's good. That's good.
Free, no more.
Yeah, sugar is just as serious as addiction as anything else, man.
It is.
I suffer with it. I'm always craving sugar, and
oh yeah,
it's hard to hold back. So
yeah, the only downfall though for me, I stopped with Coke and I start with the Sprite. So let's go Sprite.
All right, Sprite, you're looking for somebody to sponsor.
Here we go. Just hit me up. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so tell me, you have any funny or crazy stories about your journey?
Oh, so many.
Okay.
So many. I had a stroke back in 2016.
A stroke?
Yeah, a stroke for working too much.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to, when I had a stroke, I had like 3 jobs plus college.
I was going to say, is this back when you were like
in
going
Brazil.
to bed at 2 and getting up at 4?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That was exactly that time.
Okay.
And then I was working because I used to be a sports journalist back home as well, because my background, I have like graduation in journalism, communication.
Really? Okay.
And did 4 years, but after that I was like, I'm done. And yeah, so doing that, what we were talking about, I forgot.
Just funny stories.
Oh yeah, funny stories. That's right. Yeah, so the stroke. I was at work just like doing a live. We had like this radio station that I was doing just sports news, and I was in the stadium that at that time, and I started like feeling so bad, like I couldn't breathe, and I was like, damn. I don't know what's gonna happen with me. So I remember I was live and I was like, hey man, I cannot breathe. I need help. That's it. And I remember just passing out, waking up at the hospital. My dad was there. A lot of people from the club that I was in the stadium was there as well. And then I was like, what is going on? What am I here? And then they said like, hey man, you fainted. You had a stroke. I was like,
Just pushing too hard, man.
I didn't have like no time to relax, no chill time. It was just like work, because I used to be a workaholic. So for me, you have 2 hours a gig over here, please call me. Oh, you have a 3 hours, 4, 9 hours, 12 hours, please call me. I always went into work because that's what I thought that my passion was about just like reporting news, being a journalist. But that's not like, I think my goal, my mission is doing music. And then after that, I had the stroke. I don't think it was a funny story, but that's something that...
But an impactful one for sure.
Yeah, like looking back...
It changed your trajectory, right?
Oh,
changed
definitely.
Your life. Yeah.
Definitely. Because I remember like staying for like 6 to 8 months, just like in bed. Couldn't even sit because I took like the spine liquid or something like that. I don't know how to say in English, but that was like the thing that if you sit, migraine, like boom. So I had to lay down for about 6, 7, like 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my parents were like, damn, that's unfortunate. I was like, yeah, well, what can I do? But after that, when I got better, one job. I didn't care about money that time. Like after that, money wasn't the main factor.
And you still get to tell your stories, but now you tell them through poetry and music.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
You know,
that's awesome, right? And now you've kind of carved out. Now you're doing it with discipline rather than just working.
Oh yeah.
2 hours in the morning.
Yeah,
getting
just
up at 4 a.m.
Exactly.
As I commend you. I've been trying to get up earlier too. Usually get up at like 5:30, but 4 a.m. is just too early, man. Too early. I'm not as hardcore as you are.
But if you give it a try one time, though, you will just tell me how it feels. Just like I don't know, just like being able to have like a head start of just the world.
Yeah.
You know, just like be like when people are just waking up and going to work, you being functioning for about 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
So your body's just like, all right, let's do it. So,
I've heard the same. I've got other friends that also get up quite early, and they do it for the same reason, just that quiet space in the morning before the world gets too busy.
Yeah.
You know?
It's peaceful. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to encourage my partner to do the same. But
is that right?
Yeah, but no success. We're gonna get it one day.
Yeah, my wife's tried to work on me with the same, because she used to write like a lot of speeches and be like a public speaker when she was young. And that was like her grandfather always told her, you got to get up very early, and that's when you do your speech writing. And she still swears by it. So it must be the same kind of mentality, Get up when it's quiet. You got peace. Your mind can work. Nothing else is clouding it yet. No other things coming in from outside. Cool, man. Well, so what sort of fun projects are you working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on this new track called January 22nd. Which is storytelling of the one thing that happened to me back in January 22nd, 2026, where heading back from work, my phone started beeping, just saying that there was a device trying to connect. And once I got home, I had to scan my car, from top to bottom, looking for a tracker. And unfortunately, I found an AirTag that was put up on by ICE agents. So they AirTagged me that day, and that's the project. So it's just a storytelling, just every facts that happened that day. I'm just like putting on a storytelling song and coming up soon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Well, it might be a couple of months actually before this episode comes out. You think it'll be ready by then?
Yes, definitely, because my plan is to release in April.
Okay.
So
cool.
It's gonna be fun.
If it, so we always like to put like, a video, a performance, whatever you want to put at the end. So you can choose what it is. It could be this particular video, it could be something else you did, but
lovely
when we get there. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, cool. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
I always like to wrap these up with the same question. If you've had a chance to watch any of the episodes, you'll see that I ask everybody this question. It is, who do you recommend should be next on the show?
Artist wise or just
Yeah,
a guest?
Music
Music wise.
related. Doesn't have to be an artist. It could be a venue. It could be a promoter. It could be an agent. But yeah, something related to Minnesota music.
I have this one DJ that he was like the first one that I like got connected with, and then kind of like after connect with him, some doors started opening, and like
Nice.
doors that I'm like really grateful for. So his name is Jamith from St. Paul.
Last name?
Uh
If you don't remember it right now, you can give it to me later.
yeah, I
No
think like
worries,
it's just DJ Jamith.
DJ Jamie. Okay.
Yeah, that's
We'll look for him, but we've got time anyway. So
no long. I can definitely send you like his contact info
okay,
as well.
cool. Well, thanks for doing this, man.
Thank you so much.
I forget how did we get connected? Did we connect on?
It was on Facebook. I
it
think.
Facebook?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I
Cool.
saw a post like from looking for guests like to be on the show.
Yeah,
and
I
then
know.
I was like-
I know it was one of those posts I put out. I just couldn't remember where with the
Mhm.
post. Like,
I think it was on the Minneapolis music group or something like that.
nice. Well, this is great, man. I would love to have. So you recommended the DJ, but I would really love to get to talk to more rap artists, to get to talk to more people. You know, because I'm a rock guy. I'm a metal drummer, and I know a lot of people in that area. But I want to get to know everybody. So
The DJ is also a rapper too.
is that right?
So yeah, he's like, but his main thing is like doing DJ, but he also like he has like some rap music as well,
Awesome.
available on all streaming.
Awesome, man. Well, this has been really cool. I appreciate
Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you for having the time, and yeah, that was awesome to be part of it. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
A lot of fun, right? Hey there, Minnesota music family. If I haven't personally reached out to you yet, consider this your 100% official invitation to join me on the Minnesota Music Note. I'm Will McLeod, co-founder of the podcast crew here in beautiful Robbinsdale, host of the show, and the guy behind the kit for the band Hits and the Misses. I started this podcast because I want to get to know the people who make our scene tick. Whether you're fronting a band, spinning hip-hop, running sound, booking shows, running shows, or teaching the next generation of talent, your story belongs here. We've had everyone from videographers to festival organizers on the mic, and we're just getting started. It doesn't matter if you're playing arenas or just making magic in your basement. If you're part of the Minnesota music community, I want to chat. Slide into my DMs or hit the email below, and let's hang out and talk shop.
Keith Potter Jr., Renee Nicole Good, Alex Pretty, Heber Sanchez Dominguez, Paradi La, Victor Manuel Diaz, Luis Gustavo Núñez Cáceres, Geraldo Lunas Campos, Luis Beltran Yanis Cruz, Lorth Sim, and all of those who lost their lives at the hands of ICE, rest in power.
Yeah, D.Santos on the mic. To fight this fascist system, I dedicate this song to all immigrants in Minnesota and all over the world. It's not a sin, but a blessing being an immigrant. I'm the first one in my family, Brazilian American or vice versa. Yeah. I quase uma década que decidi a me tornar um viajante, agora tô aqui. Jamais imaginei viver o que vivi. Latino-americano, nada vai nos oprimir. Infelizmente, o desgoverno traz terror. Já o imigrante, o espírito trabalhador, povo acolhedor, sotaque diferente, alegria e resiliência de forma inteligente. Que orgulho de poder falar que escolhi Minneapolis pra viver, trabalhar, se divertir, estabilizar e até o amor da minha vida encontrar, sempre dando forças pra continuar. Cidade que me apresentou pessoas de todo lugar: México, Jamaica, Guatemala e Panamá, Peru, Argentina e Guiana. Um salve pra toda a comunidade latino-americana.
Luzes vermelhas no céu,
Gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade, sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir.
luzes vermelhas no céu,
Gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade, sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. Assim como o meu fruta do Congo, Laos e Somália, que 5 acordava para começar o dia. Agora o medo e a incerteza é parte da rotina. Temos que acabar com toda essa idolatria. É tanto ódio, abuso de poder, infantaria despreparada, sanguinária, tipo uma quadrilha. Dizem que é imigração, pique facção, só traz terror e agonia para o cidadão. Violência escancarada para todo mundo ver, sequestro, assassinato ao vivo na TV. Gás lacrimogênio no recém-nascido. Agora me fala qual crime ele havia cometido. Depois reclamam dessas manifestações. O governo pede paz, mas cai em contradição. A verdade tá aí para quem quiser ver. Ser imigrante é não dar o braço a torcer.
luzes vermelhas no céu,
Gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade, sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir.
luzes vermelhas no céu,
Gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade, sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. You know, it's not even about being right or left, Republican or Democrat. It's all about human beings. If you cannot see past politics, you are the problem. Not only you though, but also Jonathan Ross, Jesus Ochoa, Raimundo Gutierrez, and all of y'all support these goons kidnapping and terrorizing our communities. But hey, this song's to the people fighting this bloodthirsty fascist system, especially to the people in Minnesota, taking such a good care of their communities. Simple thing that Minneapolis Police Department, pathetic Mayor Fry and Governor Tim Walz cannot do. Shame on you.
luzes vermelhas no céu,
Gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade, sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir.
luzes vermelhas no céu,
Gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade, sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. Empatia, liberdade, sonhos pra salvar. Mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. Empatia, liberdade, sonhos pra salvar. Mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir.